Ginsberg, 38 to Heart, Ginsberg.
I'll just spell the first name as well.
I thought you might want that, Ravitte, 38 to Heart. So I look at a few things, and I've been at a few of these meetings where we're talking about bringing more bars into Morristown within the same block or so. And it is very troubling to me because we are asking the same questions every time. And I think it's very important that we are very consistent in how we approach these requests, the kinds of questions we ask. And I think many of them continue. We ask about parking, we ask about safety, we talk about budgets and police that we need. I think we have been very clear, and I know it was stated before, about how many bars we have within a certain density. We brought that up before, and we rejected some other applicants because of that, and I think you need to consider the exact same thing here. I didn't get to see this in detail, but from listening from behind, the idea of a restaurant serving alcohol is fine. I think it's a great idea. But once you put a bar in, you're changing it. It's a whole different kind of place, and the kind of people that are going to be standing there and drinking and drinking and drinking, and the food becomes kind of secondary rather than the primary reason to be in there. So to me now, we're looking again at a bar with the secondary piece being for the restaurant part of it. If you wanted to switch it, that would be fine. I find it hard to believe when you mentioned you didn't know how much the percentage sales from the bar piece versus the seated food piece would be. Anybody that's doing a business model before they go in and decide to invest all this money into a location, I'm sure you've done it. I'm sure you know exactly how much money you're anticipating in making from this. We talked about parking, and every time I hear about what's going to happen in the Iron Bar and the number of people in the basement, I can't even imagine that many people in that small space, but it's just, I don't know what the impact of parking will be on here. We didn't answer or ask that question, but I'm sure that's going to be there. And again, the number in that small, dense area, it just really, it's changing who we are as a town. And I think that we really want to look at the big picture. We're getting a lot of these one-off requests. One-offs are a very different answer than when you look at the big picture and you look at them all combined together. And all combined together, we have a town that is going to change its character. And I would just ask that you really consider, what do we want this town to be? In my opinion, it needs to be a mix of things. You can have some bars, you can have retail stores, you can have food establishments. You want a mixture of everything. You want to attract all different kinds of people. But once you start concentrating and becoming a bar town, you will become like Hoboken, I guarantee it. You will be having more of these issues. The costs and the taxes for us will go even higher as we need more and more police. And it's, you know, we enjoy being in an urban area that's also residential, and we enjoy all the different components of it. But really look at the big picture and not look at all of these as one-offs. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the public who would like to speak?